In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the thought process on how to carry in ranked while playing Jett.
Here. Your fault.
Yeah, headshot him. Ooh! Flanking!
Aw, thought to try harder.
Today's game is going to be a Jett game on Icebox where I jetted on them so hard they forfeited after a half. I had a perfect tracking score of 1,000 and went 20-3, and we're going to be breaking it down. For my pistol buy, I go with a ghost and a smoke. My teammates want to go A, so I plan on entering and leading the way. I start off by jumping down jail and taking as many contests as I can. Jett's fighting from back bow with a dig. The second I noticed my KJ got taken out on the lurk, we're contained, so I instantly spring into entry mode. I noticed the Reyna's running away because she got tagged by our Sova drone, so I'm actively gaining the space that she's giving.
Who?
I think KJ's wide right. Thinks.
Spike
Then,
down.
up top.
One enemy
Backside.
remaining.
I need to reload. Nice. As I'm getting the space that Rain is giving, I pop my dash right before going through the Viper wall. I'm holding to punish any peeks while I wait just a tad for my teammate to get closer so we can all explode from the Viper wall at the same time. I don't want to go too soon. I want to make sure these guys can at least trade off me. I hear that the Jett is wide as can be on rafters and she's low on ammo because she's just letting it air out, and then so I capitalize on the timing. The Reyna tries to swing to trade, but since I popped my dash before, I can stay alive, get away, and since I already got her attention and made her show herself, she instantly gets traded by my team. After those two picks, Killjoy's trapped backside, and just like that, I took part in 3 early picks. Dude, I want to buy an outlaw so bad, but I don't know if it's a troll. What are you looking at me for? Little ass kid? I'm gonna go beat this run. So since I have an outlaw, I'm making sure I can isolate all these different angles. They're broke, so no matter what, they're gonna be one shot. I'm just hoping that I can peek into all these different angles that somebody may be holding to open up the round. We dart yellow, so I'm not really worried about it. So I float on top of this box right here and sit on top of yellow with my outlaw and look over my little kittens.
Voice is gone.
I take out the Viper, and from there, the round snowballs into my team winning with a flawless. Going into the next round, I still got my outlaw, and all I'm going to be doing is just trying to isolate one angle at a time. I just post up on this back rafters peak and just hold.
Your fault.
Get headshotted. Ooh! After those two picks, we're 4v3, and then I noticed that our Killjoy's out of the round, so I turn heel and hold the flank. You gotta be malleable. Just because you're a Jett doesn't mean you can't hold flank every once in a while. You gotta be able to fill the gaps and fill the roles. And now thanks to me holding flank, we win the round.
Do it again.
Do you want to updraft here?
Oh yeah, I'll go for it.
Flash for you?
Yeah. So here I'm updrafting to try to look for some early fights again. Make sure you do these paired with a flash or a drone or something to give you a leg up. Updrafting straight up into death is always a negative aura moment. They're on a bad buy, so I'm not afraid to take all these fights. I have a Vandal versus pistols, so as long as I have the confidence, I know I can win the fight.
Ooh, one boiler and one spawn.
40. Oh. Hey, fucking shit on
One
you.
enemy remaining.
Sorry.
There you are.
I won't suffer the same fate because I am the GOAT. So the next round, since we've pretty much been bulldozing A, we decided to go for a split down mid towards B. This is because if they try to counter our A aggression with a stack, that leaves their B side exposed. So if we collapse on their weak side, they're sure to feel the heat. Right here I smoke right here in case if somebody's yellow and trying to look for a quick pick on me running up middle. I want to cause confusion because I can literally peek anywhere from this smoke. As I'm making my way up, I try to take a deep peek into yellow to try to crunch it with my teammates. I don't see anything, so I see an opportunity to gain as much space as I can to cut off the enemy team. Since I have such aggressive positioning right here, my teammates can get some really funky off angles to hold middle in other areas. In the kitchen.
There's two orange.
He's pissed.
One enemy remaining.
From there we win it because I'm buff and handsome and covered in tattoos. And by the way, I've been working on my positive self-talk in case anybody was wondering. For this next round, I don't want to become too predictable, so I kind of just take my time working B methodically. I'm clearing all my angles, working my way up. I'm hoping I can get a really nice time lurk because for the most part, I've kind of just been bulldozing sites. So I'm hoping for some early rotates so I can get a nice backstab on somebody with their pants caught down. And before somebody goes, wah, a lurking Jett, why are you doing that? Imagine somebody's picking aggressive B and they see the Jett who's been entering like a madman. They're gonna call Jett's on B, and then they're gonna be like, oh, they're probably gonna hit B because Jett's over there and that guy's kind of poning us. It's called being a brainiac, like Jimmy Neutron. What is this guy doing? Ralphiness is still hard anchoring B, but Ralphie is dedicated to his role. He makes me really mad, but I respect him as a sentinel. He's out of the picture for a little bit too long, and we inevitably win the round.
Be up on my ass. I'm gonna come out like running backwards.
Okay, I'm gonna updraft while you do that then. I'm gonna updraft knife.
Watch this.
So in the next round, Ralphie made me so mad that I called for my teammates to rush B, so I pop knives and try to get sick nasty. I updraft looking for some early contests, and I just work my way up. As I'm working my way up, I try to float on top of this little box again, but I just have too much muscle mass so that I completely miss it. So I decide to just get aggressive towards sight. I hear Ralphie towards back sight, and since I still have my Jett dash, I pop a smoke that covers me from Snowman, and I push to get my revenge. After taking out Ralphie, I try to back my way up and play for my life, but I get caught in transition because I think I'm him. But sadly, I'm not him. The round boils down into a 1v3 that Zoe almost wins, but unfortunately, they have a crazy up and down setup and defuse a spike. At this point, I've had it up to here with Ralphie, so I go A instead. I try to do my entry in which I drop jail, and this really shows why it's so strong. This is a hard counter for duelists to try to get aggressive for some cheeky picks. From there, since I saw the Jett on rafters earlier, I dash across in case she has an op, and she does. I make sure to smoke this left side twice to freak out anybody who's playing close maze in case they're trying to equalize for some picks and get aggressive. Now I'm just waiting for my Sova to drone to clear side a little bit before I updraft and try to gain space off of it. I continue clearing backside to cover my Viper so she can pop her ultimate. They don't have anything for you.
To run!
Ah! We got numbers right now, so I'm just making sure I hold his right side to make sure nobody sneaks in and tries to backstab us. They're really scared of a Viper. Good dart. They could be flanking too. At this point, I see that my Viper's on the right side, and so there's a big gap in our defensive on this left side. So I'm making my way to pick it up until I hear Sova stomping up towards his right side, so I go to help my Viper. Oh my god, that's where he was.
I like how we're on the same fucking page.
I was running out of my shorty, yeah. It's like we heard him reload. What are you screaming for?
I got an op.
Oh. You got me an op, actually, is what you mean. What you mean to say. You're gonna get your ass beat whenever I pull out. You think you're so funny. You think you're so funny. That's my nephew, by the way. That's why I don't play with him anymore. He plays too much. He just threw away $5,000 just to be petty. Just as a respectful heads up, if you hear this, Joel, you're gonna find yourself getting 5-star frog splash while you're sleeping. Be warned. Anyways, this round, since enemy team is really broke, I dash on top of tube and I look for some long range contests.
Blocking sight.
I'm 1 HP.
You disappoint me. One enemy remaining.
Got him.
I'm kind of on one right now.
Here.
Is he on? He ran back. He's got to be going back to you, way full tilt. Nice. He had an op. There's no way the Jett goes B. Or do you want to use your KJ ult, Zoe? What do you think, Zoe-chan? Let's do it. Anyways, this round, I give my 2 cents before asking my teammates' opinion, and then I go with that because I value women's opinions and insight. I'm awesome like that. How was your day, by the way, Zoe? Why do you have such a slow pan towards me? Why are you so dramatic for? So in this next round, I'm doing the same exact entry that I did before towards jail because I want to try to clear close to give some space for my KJ to pop her ultimate. Whoa, we killed the Viper.
Popping one nest without lock.
One down. My ult's ready. Blocking sight. Blocking sight.
Oh, you know it's go me. He's Kevin with an up, Kevin with an up. After I get killed in Kevin with an up, the round ultimately boils down into a 1v2, but because of my earlier positive reinforcement towards Zoe, she gets emboldened and clutches up. Hell yeah, being nice and normal to women in video games pays off.
Does anyone want this?
Yes, please. Thank you.
I'll take it, Zoe.
No, this guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Hell
Thank you,
yeah.
Zoe.
Now I go B and I own with this thing. Now that I fully reset my mental, I go right back towards B to challenge my arch nemesis, Ralphie.
Your team, man.
Maybe yellow.
Oh my god. I don't hear a lick of activity towards B, not a piece of util, nothing, and I hear that my KJ got taken out. I double back to try to late flank. Since they took out our sentinel, who's usually the lurker, chances are they're probably not going to expect a second person lurking a little bit later than usual. I'm sure you guys why they call me Monacy Jr. Oh damn it, I didn't scope in fast enough. Q drone aggro. Watch this. You should have seen, I just won my op duel, Joel. You don't know shit, bro, ass kid. Someone's close for left.
One enemy remaining.
2v1.
Flick him. Man,
He's
Neezy
flanking.
does it.
He's flanking.
Neezy would do it.
He's flanking. He's
No,
flanking.
he always comes from mid.
He's flanking!
Go on the rope.
Aw, thought you Try harder.
Who'd I say?
Hit him with the GH. Hit him with the GH.
Switching sides.
What do they call me again, Joel? What do they call me again?
My quiver is never full.
Mexican.
They do. Ooh!
Defenders win.
This is today's code word for chance of free coaching.